Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience. Simply select Start to begin the demonstration.
Come on.
You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip
I
Tutorial.
never skip tutorial.
The equipment demonstration you
Never skip. Start.
Whenever you feel you are ready, you
Alright.
may select Start.
Start. Come on.
The T280 SCV is the cornerstone of our hostile environment construction and resource gathering
StarCraft, of
operations.
course.
Roger that.
In order to build a
StarCraft.
thriving colony, numerous SCVs are necessary. You can build additional SCVs at a command center.
StarCraft. Come on. It's StarCraft. With a skin on. Ta-da.
Standing by. Jacked up and good to go. Let's move.
SCV good to
In
go,
order to
sir.
equip additional personnel, you must have enough supply depots to support them. You can use SCVs to build additional supply depots.
Permission to speak freely, sir. I'm not sure you know what you're doing. If you're going to send us into hostile territory and you want us to defend ourselves, then use the attack command. But if you want us to ignore enemy fire and go exactly to the spot you targeted, then use the move command. Now, which'll it be?
It'll be. Come on. How do you like StarCraft with the skin?
Standing by.
To
Commander.
destroy the enemy.
Go, go, go. Let's move. Go, go, go. Standing by. Rock and roll.
Rock
Go,
and
go,
roll.
go. Let's move.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Outstanding.
SCV
Rock
good to
and
go,
roll.
sir. Yes, sir.
Come on.
Commander.
Destroy the enemy.
Outstanding. Let's move. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Outstanding. Let's move. Outstanding. Let's move. Go, go, go. Let's move.
Go, go, go. Come on.
Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Let's move. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Rock and
Let's
roll.
move. Go, go, go. Let's move. Outstanding. Let's move.
Outstanding. Come on.
Go, go, go. Let's move. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Go, go, go.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Outstanding.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Not enough mineral.
Roger that.
Thank you. Let us do this.
Job finished.
How do I play this on stream?
The refinery processes raw Vespine gas, converting it into a form which your SCVs can gather.
True. It's true. Hello, ba? Okay. Yeah, this is StarCraft. Why? Yeah, this is 100% StarCraft.
Commander, outstanding. Let's move.
Let's move!
Give me something to shoot. Outstanding.
It's
Give me something to shoot.
SCV good to go, sir.
Rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a skin on it. It's a cartoon skin! It's a special cartoon skin. Okay, let's listen to Doe. Your can you
This
figure Doe?
concludes the equipment demonstration. There will now be a fully catered reception at Marsara Base.
In the absence of hormone therapy being offered, right, the banning of it has a somewhat different character. It's still bad. It's against like the science that we know. It's not offering an avenue to improving the lives of people who would benefit greatly from it.
Adjutant
We're
online.
not
Good
at
evening,
that
Magistrate.
point taking away
I'll fill you in
something
on what's
that
been
people
happening.
are relying upon
Confederate
in order
traffic
to
has
stay
increased
alive,
substantially
to
within...
functional, or to stay non-miserable, or
Commander.
when that's already
Reporting for
present,
duty.
when you're taking
Standing
away that, you
by.
are actively
Let's
detrimental
Can't believe we're being
to
sent to the wasteland.
because
These
health is one of
Confederates
those
think they
things
can push anybody around.
Rock
that
and
in
roll.
some sense correspond to
Go,
with
go, go.
technology. We don't regard people, for
Let's
example,
move.
as
Yeah,
being...
needs are social.
Go, go, go.
Well, I was going to say,
Let's
like
move.
the direct analogy would be poverty. Like, you will
Howdy,
literally
boys.
see
I'm
conservatives
Jim
still today
Raynor, Marshal of
mock
these
poor
parts.
people because how can they be
Go
poor?
ahead, Commander.
They have
93% of homes have a refrigerator.
This should be good.
yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
kind of like have those Fox News bits.
Like you,
Right on.
how can you say you're poor?
read
Are you
you.
not even eating avocados on your toast? As
Affirmative.
avocados are the most expensive food item.
A luxury.
Avocado?
Oh yeah,
Anytime
worth
you're
starving
ready.
for, in my opinion. But
Avocado?
pressing on. However,
Okay,
the
let's
evolution of
press on.
international law, particularly since the date of the Hague Regulations, has brought about a considerable interest in national groups as distinguished from states and individuals. National groups and religious groups are put under special protection by the Treaty of Versailles and by specific minority treaties when it became obvious that national minorities were compelled to live
Go
within the
ahead,
boundaries
Commander.
of states ruled by governments representing
Right
the
on.
population.
This should be good.
The constitutions which were framed after 1918 also contained
Right
special
on.
provisions for the protection of the rights of national groups.
Oh, yeah.
Moreover, penal codes which were promulgated at that time provide for the protection of such groups, especially of their
Reporting
honor
for
and
duty.
reputation. Do you want to take over from here?
I want to take over
This
from
trend
here.
is quite natural. And when we conceive that nations are essential elements of the world
SCV good
community,
to go, sir.
the world represents only so much
Affirmative.
culture and intellectual vigor as are created by its component national groups. Essentially, the idea of a nation signifies constructive cooperation and original contributions based upon genuine traditions, genuine culture, and a well-developed national psychology. The destruction of a nation, therefore, results in the loss of its future contributions to the world.
So here I think
Moreover-
again, I think again, like right here, sorry to cut you off there. I think there's, I don't know if he's taking this directly
Job
from me.
finished.
This reminds me a lot of sort of civilization.
Reporting for duty.
From
Roger
sort of,
that.
Toynbee through to Spain.
Reporting for duty.
Like this language of genuine traditions, genuine culture, and a well-developed national psychology. There's a kind of personification of the national group.
Rainer here.
Behaves almost in a sense like an agent or an organism by itself. That inflection here is probably what's causing a lot of trouble for people, because this immediately makes you think, oh,
Even though culture
This is
and
Jimmy.
other things existed before nation states, so... But nation states were really propagandized. That there was a big propaganda to make people believe that nation is like the most natural form of thing.
he's talking about things that in some sense share some kind of cohesive network. We aren't talking about simply a population
True.
that bears a quality in common. We're talking
Right.
about something that actually has something of the character of an organization.
Job's finished.
That's of course like
Infantry
radically
units such
inconsistent
as
with how we think
Marines
about
can be trained at this
genocide
facility.
today anyways, because we wouldn't, for example, say no, it's not a genocide. The Uyghurs aren't part of a cohesive group. They just
Right.
They don't
happen
have
to-
a well-developed enough national psychology.
Yeah. Or for instance, or more specifically, like if you were to target a group by blood specifically, like get rid of all.
Go ahead, Commander.
Like if
Rainer
everybody
here.
with dark
This
skin
should be
was
good.
targeted. There's a common genetic basis for that.
You want a piece of me,
I mean,
boy?
people with dark skin is not
Job's
a group
finished.
of,
Orders, Captain?
you know, like intellectual identity. It's an identity
Jacked up
based
and good to
upon
go.
just
Commander,
a shared
Let's
physical
move.
feature you can register on the list of
anytime you're ready.
qualities.
Although, would you say, I'm
Commander,
curious,
rock and roll. Go ahead,
so
Commander.
we've mentioned
You
before
want a piece of
how
me, boy? Let's move.
I think I kept getting brought up with the San Sol stuff.
Okay.
The huge number
Yes.
of groups that were genocided that have now resulted in, black as a identity. Could we then see that,
You want a piece of me, boy? Go, go, go.
like I kind of think we could see black in America as its own sort of cultural, not quite
You want a
this,
piece
but
of me, boy?
it's a
Let's
new
move.
stage of I don't know how to say that.
At the risk of like, so
Anytime you're
I'll
ready.
venture an answer to that, and I'm not committed to it, but I think
You want a
black
piece
as
of
an
me,
identity
boy?
in that context
Let's move.
more has to do with it being a sustained retaliation against the ongoing targeting of those people by that signifier, and not necessarily in and of itself
Glad to see you,
like
boys.
as robust a thing.
Time to
as-
kick
as
some
those other
serious
things.
butt.
So I think it's
Right.
it's of a kind in a sense, but it's
Rainer here.
contextualized by them
Oh,
as
yeah.
a category being targeted
Sounds fun.
by like dominating.
Right on.
What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
So in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
absence
Ground
of
there
those,
is
you would
alive.
expect these to disperse and become more
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
This should be good.
No, 100%. And it's kind of what you were saying earlier. It's a little different. It's kind of what you were saying earlier about
yeah.
how certain religious stuff has
Right
to make
should be
itself more Christian. You know what I mean?
Commander,
Has to
outstanding.
appear in that way, has to unify in that form, even though that unification is only because it's up against that standard.
Of
Or
course.
hell, even indigenous peoples. Most indigenous peoples,
Go
the
ahead,
names
Commander.
that we would know them by are not that.
good
Like
to
that
go,
is
sir.
that is something that they have become through their
Yes, sir.
destruction as a group,
Roger
like
that.
through, yeah.
Jacked up and good to go.
Just I have a device here with sound. That's kind of weird. I wonder if my I hope it wasn't picking up my my webcam this entire time.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Is my audio coming through pretty crisply? Or?
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, you sounded great to me the whole time.
Okay, good. We'll assume that was the case for the audience too. Where were we? You were reading and it cut you off at the destruction of a nation, I think.
Yeah, I think so. The destruction of a nation, therefore, results in the loss of its future contributions to the world. Moreover, such destruction offends our feelings of morality and justice in much the same way as does the criminal killing of a human being. The crime in the one case, as in the other, is murder. Wait.
The one of vastly greatest.
Moreover,
You're good.
Yep. Moreover, such destruction offends our feelings of morality and justice in much the same way as does the criminal killing of a human being. The crime in the one case, as in the other, is murder, though on a vastly
Give me
greater
something to shoot.
Among the basic features which have marked progress in civilization are the respect for and appreciation of the national characteristics and qualities contributed to world culture by the different nations. Characteristics and qualities
Not
which,
enough
as illustrated
minerals.
in the contributions made by nations weak in defense and poor in economic resources, are not to be measured in terms of national power.
You
and
want a
wealth.
piece of me, boy?
As far back as 1933, the author of the
Not
present
enough
work submitted to the
minerals.
Fifth International
Nice.
Conference for the Unification of Penal Law held in Madrid in October.
Reading is a team.
Fifth Committee of the League of Nations
Nice.
A report accompanied by draft articles Jesus Christ
Anytime you're
indicates that
ready
the
for a
effective
piece
actions
of me,
aiming at the
boy.
destruction and oppression of populations what would amount to the actual conception of genocide should be penalized. That's a hell of a long sentence. The author formulated 2 new international law crimes to be introduced into the penal
Yes, sir.
legislation of the 37 participating countries, namely the crime of
Not
barbarity,
enough
conceived
minerals.
as oppressive and destructive actions directed against individuals as members of a national, religious, or racial group, and the crime of vandalism, conceived
Job
as malicious
finished.
destruction
Reporting
of
for
works of
duty.
art and culture because they represent the specific creations of the genius of such groups. Moreover,
Affirmative.
according to this draft,
me
these new
somebody
crimes
shoot.
are to be internationalized to the
Rock
extent
and
the offender
roll.
should be punished
Go,
and
go, go.
apprehended, either in his own
move.
country or if that was the
Rock and
situs of the
roll.
crime. Sorry, if that was the situs of the crime, or in any other country.
Let's move.
Nationalism is so same mistake
Rock
as
and
confusing
roll.
over individual liberty with that.
Thanks for the rescue. We've been holed up in these bunkers for days hiding
Yeah.
from the Zerg.
This principle
Give me
of
something to
universal
shoot.
repression for genocide practices,
move.
advocated by
Rock
the author of
and
the
roll.
Presidential Conference, had been accepted by the
I
author
read you.
Nationalism
Orders
is
received.
and duly signed by
Neither
the
way.
also part of the nation,
Three
so
would have made
Give
it
me
possible
something to
as
shoot.
early as that date to indict persons when found guilty of
Yes.
such criminal acts whenever they appeared on the territory of one of the signatory countries. Moreover, such a project, had it been adopted at that time by the participating countries, would prove useful now
Report for
by providing
duty.
an effective instrument for
Roger
the
that.
punishment of war criminals of the present world
Orders,
conflict.
Captain. Orders
It must be
received.
emphasized again that the proposals of the author at the Madrid conference embraced criminal
Neither
acts.
way.
The
Roger
author
that.
covered
Neither
great
way.
lengths fields in which crimes have been committed
You got my
by
attention.
the members of the Axis powers. Furthermore, the adoption of the principle of universal repression as adapted to genocide by countries which belong now to the group of non-belligerents or neutrals, respectively, would likewise
sir.
bind these latter countries to punish the war
Neither way.
Not enough minerals.
to the countries in which these crimes were committed. If the punishment of
Neither way.
genocide practices had formed part of international law in such countries since 1933, there would be no necessity now to issue admonitions to neutral countries not to give refuge to war criminals. It will be advisable in the light of these. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait,
Please.
really quick.
Neither way.
Punishment of genocide practice had formed a part of international law in such countries since 1933. There would be no necessity now to issue admonitions to neutral countries not to give refuge to war criminals. Okay. Interesting.
Neither way.
Interesting line.
Yeah, well, I think because what's going on here is domestic activities were basically just treated as like in-house problems that were nobody else's.
Yeah. You know, it's the way that MLs talk about self-determination.
right.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
they're literally like, no, stop. You can't disagree at all. Fucking, you can't ever have an opinion on another country's policies.
Right.
Neither
Let me
way.
self-determine.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, they would have a point if they were pointing out that this is a massive display of hypocrisy
Yes.
on the part of signatory countries
Oh, sure,
sort of
yeah.
making this, but yeah, good point.
I read
It will be
you.
advisable in light of these
Affirmative.
observations to consider the place of genocide in
finished.
present and future international law. Genocide is, as we have noted, a composite of different acts of persecution or destruction.
Neither way.
Many of those acts, when they constitute
Persecution.
infringement on one's rights, when they are a transgression against life, private property, and religion, or science and art, or even when they encroach unduly in the fields of taxation and personal services, are prohibited by Article
Yes.
46, 48, and
Naturally.
6 of the Hague Regulations.
Neither way.
Several of them, such as those which cause humiliations,
Neither way.
nourishment, and danger to health, are in violation of the laws of humanity as specified in the preamble to the Hague Regulations.
Want to turn up
But
the heat.
other acts falling within the purview of genocide, such as, for example, subsidizing children begotten by armed forces and doctrines, transport of the national occupied area, as well as
Yes.
expressly prohibited by the Hague.
Naturally.
I like this language.
Want to turn up the heat.
Point out, well,
You
it's
got
just
it.
really dumb.
Naturally.
There's
Slam. You got my attention.
don't have
Want to turn up the heat. Yes.
obvious it's the people who are transporting the refugees.
What the hell did they do to that command center?
They're going to...
Yes. You got my attention. Got it.
Anyways. Higher problem. Nope. Like, we're not
Receiving incoming
not a
transmission.
ruthless
Marshal
conqueror.
Rayner,
We've
by
just
destroying
really
the vital
successfully
Confederate
battered down
installation,
Hello?
you and your men have violated standing colonial law.
lege ferenda.
As of right now, you're all under arrest. I suggest you throw down your
Well, how can
weapons
the game
and
be
come
allowed?
peaceably.
Are you out of your mind?
Life, liberty, health,
If we
cultural
hadn't burned that
integrity,
damn
economic
factory, this
existence, and
entire
honor of the
colony could have been
inhabitants when
overrun.
committed because they belong
Maybe
to
if
a
you hadn't
national.
taken your sweet time
Wait,
in getting
but-
here.
Now, I asked you nice the first time,
How can
boy.
that be?
I didn't come here to talk with you. Now
I
throw
didn't hear
down
it at
them
all.
weapons.
Guess you wouldn't be a Confederate if you weren't a complete pain in the
I didn't
ass.
see the game like at all. Strange. Let me... Interesting. Interesting. That's so strange. StarCraft is such a weird game. It totally does not work with my setup. I'll just mute the game like this. How about now? How about now? Is that better? How about now? Is it better now? My gosh, lefty audio. What about now? Is the game muted?
Religious or racial group, and in the second, every policy aiming at the destruction or the aggrandizement of one of such groups to the prejudice or detriment of another. Moreover, we should not overlook the fact that genocide is a problem not only of war but also of peace. It is an especially important problem for Europe, where differentiation in nationhood is so marked that despite the principle of political and territorial self-determination, certain national groups may be obliged to live as minorities within the boundaries of other states.
Right.
If these groups should not be adequately protected, such lack of protection would result in international disturbances, especially in the form of disorganized emigration of the persecuted, who would look for refuge elsewhere. That being the case, all countries must be concerned about such a problem, not only
Good.
because of humanitarian,
The
but
game
also
is
because of
muted.
practical reasons affecting the interest of every country. The system of legal protection of minorities adopted in the past, which was based mainly on international treaties and the constitutions of the respective countries, proved to be inadequate because not every European country had a sufficient judicial machinery for the enforcement of its constitution. It may be said, in fact, that the European countries had a more efficient machinery for enforcing civil and criminal law than for enforcing constitutional law. Genocide being of such great importance, its repression must be based not only on international and constitutional law, but also on the criminal law of the various countries. The procedure to be adopted in the future with respect to this matter should be as
Right.
follows. Please, if you want to take over.
Sure. An international multilateral treaty should provide for the introduction, not only in the Constitution, but also in the criminal code of each country, of provisions protecting minority groups from oppression because of their nationhood,
Right.
religion, or race. Each criminal code should have provisions inflicting penalties for genocide practices. In order to prevent the invocation of the plea of superior orders, the liability of persons who order genocide practices, as well as of persons who execute such orders, should be provided expressly by the criminal codes of the respective countries. Because of the special implications of genocide in international relations, the principle of universal repression should be adopted for the crime of genocide. According to this principle, the culprit should be liable to trial not only in the country in which he committed the crime, but also in the event of his escape therefrom in any other country in which he might have taken refuge.
Yeah,
In
like
this
the
respect,
Nazis
genocide
who ran
offenders should be
to
subject to the principle of
Argentina.
universal repression in the same way as other offenders guilty of the so-called delicia juris genium, such as, for example, white slavery and trade in children, piracy, trade in narcotics, and in obscene publications, and counterfeiting of money. And indeed, genocide should be added to the list of delicia. I can't read that.
I think it's delicta.
Delicta. Oh, is that
Yeah.
a T?
Because it's a little bit taller. Again, like, it's so splotchy, this print.
Yeah. International control of
It's a classic
if you want to
book
read this
print.
bit, I'm not sure.
I
If you want to keep going.
let's see. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. We're almost done. We're almost there. We're almost free.
Almost
I
free?
like this, though, such as, for example,
gosh.
white slavery and trade in children, piracy, trade in narcotics, and in obscene publications.
Yeah.
It's such a different time. They're using pornography to destroy the nation. It's incredible. So remember, you too can fight the trans genocide by not consuming hentai. Genocide, as described above, presents one of the most complete and glaring illustrations of the violation of international law and the laws of humanity. In its several manifestations, genocide also represents a violation of specific regulations of the Hague Convention, such as those regarding the protection of property, life, and honor. It is therefore essential that genocide procedures be not only prohibited by law, but prevented in practice during military occupation. In another important field, that of the treatment of prisoners of war, international controls have been established in order to ascertain whether prisoners are treated in accordance with the rules of international law, see Articles 86 to 88 of the Convention concerning the treatment of prisoners of war of July 27, 1929. But the fate of nations in prison, of helpless women and children, has apparently not seemed to be so important as to call for supervision of the occupational authorities. Whereas concerning prisoners of war, the public is able to obtain exact information, the lack of direct witness reports on the situation of groups of population under occupation gravely hampers measures for their assistance and rescue from what may be inhumane and intolerable conditions. Information and reports which slip out from behind the frontiers of occupied countries are very often labeled as untrustworthy atrocity stories because they are so gruesome that people simply refuse to believe them.
Right.
Therefore, the regulations, I do not recommend reading The Rape of Nanking if you have a weak stomach, by the way. Information and reports which slip out from behind the frontiers of occupied countries are very often labeled as untrustworthy. Okay. Therefore, the regulations of the Hague Convention should be modified to include an international controlling agency vested with specific powers, such as visiting the occupied countries and making inquiries.
Oh, maybe next
as to the
stream?
manner in which
What
the
about
occupant
next
treats
stream?
nations in prison.
Would you like to come
In
on
the
next stream?
situation as it exists at present, there is no means of providing for alleviation of the treatment of populations under occupation
Yeah, you should come on next stream.
until the actual moment of liberation. It is then too late for remedies, for after liberation, such populations can at best obtain only reparation of damages, but never restoration of those values which have been destroyed and which cannot be restored, such as human life, treasures of art, and historical archives. It seems like the bulk of this very easily translates to the present situation. It's, again, like, I think there are two main hindrances to a direct translation, and they're really just, they're a result of just the time in which this was written and the specific intellectual influences. So, for
Tomorrow
example,
or the day after
sort of a
tomorrow?
biological conception of the target group as being something that has to have its own sort of organic life or internal coherence. We obviously would not say that because, for example, black people do not form an organization. Therefore, exterminations of that category of person are therefore not genocidal. We would tend, in fact, to allow that an organization be targeted and not to call that genocidal than for a large category like that. Because I think something else too is typically when we're talking about genocide, we're also talking about the targeting of groups at scale. We tend not to care so much about like voluntary organizations where they're regarded as in some sense of like sort of inferior importance. So like the targeting of Republicans categorically for persecution, or the targeting of Democrats for persecution, we would probably not want to refer to that as genocidal, even though there were attempts to include political groups in the early definition.
Right.
Similarly, like it seems like when he emphasizes, like what does he say here? So nationhood, religion, or race. These would seem to exclude trans people as a relevant category. Not that it particularly matters that he limits his analysis to these, but even if we allow that, a large part of why we have started to use the language of genocide, besides obviously like its importance in sort of our discourse about the responsibility of states to like subject groups. A large part of why we've been able to successfully translate discourse around genocide to the trans situation is precisely because since Lemkin wrote, and actually a little bit before that, we've spent a lot of time actually unpacking what's actually implied in nationhood, the concept of religion, and the concept of race, or the concept of ethnicity. And you can very easily find, I mean, first of all of these categories are horrifically fraught, and they are not essential. These are all things that you can unpack and find much more appropriate groupings within each, and many different ones. Like within the context of religion, there's so much being applied. In the concept of race, there's so much being assumed that we just largely don't today. Including, by the way, loner box, oddly enough. And we can find that, hey, there is a grouping, a relevant grouping that can be targeted precisely this way, to which the trans community corresponds. You have a category of person that has a specific and common set of features, specific relations to the broader society, and specific material needs that can be directly targeted and are being directly targeted to the direct detriment of that group in particular. So.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's pretty straightforward here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason why you would want to defy that is because
debate.
You just don't take that group very seriously. And like the thing is too is like, and this is where it gets really like sort of the milquetoast liberal mindset. It's actually really a lot darker than it sort of seems on the surface.
True, it is.
Because
I think so.
That kind of contemptful neutrality, like, it's very easy to go, what do you mean I'm not a good trans ally or bigoted towards trans people? I don't have a problem with trans people.
True.
And some variant of that will take place. Like, hey, I love trans people. I like lots of trans people. Yeah, but in practice, if it's a contest between what doesn't seem intuitively silly to you and the well-being of that group, you will prioritize if it's a contest between not saying something that doesn't seem like immediately obvious or may seem silly to you and the well-being of that group, you will privilege the first one without even any interrogation of it first. Or a lot of people seem to. That was a horribly meandering and broken sentence, but I think...
I completely did. The people will actively assume that minority groups especially, but they'll just actively devalue that experience. It's very common like that.
Well, we can now say, and we have evidence of it, that we've directly engaged with Lemkin on the issue.
Absolutely, and this is...
it corresponds better than I thought, to
good.
be honest. I thought we'd have to do a lot more translation work, but like...
I thought we were going to have to do a lot of unpacking of like the racial, ethnic, national stuff, which like we could unpack a lot of it, but the stuff applies without doing it. Like
I don't think we need to,
Yeah.
because like I think the people we're generally arguing with in this point already accept that, for example, racial categorizations are fraught. Like they don't
Of course.
they don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
they don't have the validity that's assigned to it by like a lot of people on the right. Religion's softer. Again, like that's a whole separate thing, but that's fraught in a similar way. Nationhood? What the hell is that? Like, is it just referring to like belonging to a state? Like, he's already included race as well, so I don't know what that even means in this context. I mean, I do, but like for us, it's like nationhood as a concept almost has no value anymore.
Yeah.
It's like a softer. It's like religion without God. This is
Well, unfortunately, nationhood still has many very real consequences, and I would like to. Nationhood is a bit more amorphic when it comes to the US and maybe Canada, but in many places it's still a very sadly real thing and still has many real consequences. And we should be really moving past that idea. But it's not as insignificant as it seems on first hand.
like this person has some sort of like patriotic obsession with the flag of this territory.
You know.
Okay.
Sadly.
Yeah, that's a targeted group. Why would you separate that from political parties? It's basically the same thing, just at a large scale.
Not exactly. Not
You know,
exactly.
like there's a whole lot of here that's just that only has like real weight behind it because of like a lot of the salient discourse at the time that really emphasized like the biological life and integrity of nations and things like that,
Yeah.
that we just don't largely take seriously anymore. Well, I mean, say we don't take it seriously anymore. It is still taken seriously.
Yeah.
Just
Sadly.
not by people who should be making any kinds of interventions on these issues.
There is a there's a I wish I think his no that's the wrong guy. Oh fuck. Okay, there's this like Swedish guy who I think he's Swedish. Who if you know Foucault uses a term biopolitical or biopower every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I read a paper that said like that was actually saying like the first guy that used that, the guy who actually like who created it is actually using it like 100 years before Foucault, just like 60, 70, something like that, before Foucault. And he's using it to describe what he calls the quote biopolitical nature of the state, and he's sort of trying to the piece is called
I really dislike nation states, so
but he this guy is a conservative who is being a little.
The more I'm learning about the conception, like on how nation states were born in the 19th century, the more I just dislike the concept altogether. You know, horrible concept.
Too honest, maybe a little bit proto-fascistic in describing the state and its systems, and he separates the state from the nation, but in such a I don't even know how to say that, like a they're for him like definitely intertwined, but there's so much that's like groundwork for like Nazi exterminationist rhetoric there. I don't know how to.
I mean, a lot of grounds for Nazi extermination rhetoric was created during the inception of the German nation state, so it makes sense, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that myself. I read a little bit about that myself. I haven't read the book, but my understanding is that it was potentially a fluke that they both use that same term, because Foucault's not. I mean, Foucault's talking about something that encapsulates that.
the piece I was reading, the paper that connected the two,
Yeah.
is arguing itself that there is a distinction between them,
Mm-hmm.
but that they are both pointing at something very, like they're both pointing at similar aspects of the same structure.
I'd agree with that. What's kind of interesting is like how the kind of like weird looping back that's sort of taken place with thinking about the idea of the nation state, because historically we didn't really conceive of the state as being identical with any particular biological group. It was specifically a political entity. It's only when we start for ostensibly benign reasons, we start filtering populations along genetic lines at the border that we start to associate that state structure, because it presides over a territory, with biological content. So
keep in mind that the whole idea of controlling borders was born for the purpose of nation states in order to keep the nation quote unquote pure. So it's not that the control of the border makes for the biological content of the nation, because the whole idea of controlling the border was created in order to keep the nation pure in its form, so to speak.
What's interesting is
strange.
to watch people then try to go back and sort of post hoc treat it as if this was always the case.
Yeah.
When it's very much not. Like the idea of the nation is having like some kind of membrane and like some kind of sharp distinction between the inside and the outside, as if it was an organism. That is unthinkable.
That is so
until
new.
super recently. Why?
Yeah.
Because
19th
you didn't
century.
identify with a broad class of people.
True.
You identified with your family, your direct ancestors.
Well, you also identified maybe with your estate, right? When you were a peasant, when you were a noble, when you were like that, you could identify as with, with your estate.
Whatever cult you're a part of, if you're nobility, maybe with like the maybe you identify as a French
As a
noble
noble.
with
Yeah.
the invading Germans at some point, which is why they all fled to Germany. But you would never think
You
to
did
yourself,
identify as a part of the
I am in
estate
some sense connected with
of the peasants, for example.
this sort of like soil-based political cell.
Yeah.
And there is like something
That was
like
not a thing.
the
I'm
health
really,
of this organism just
I'm
kind of
really
arises
happy they
from
are
here.
talking about this.
Like that's nonsense.
Yeah. I keep talking about this as well. And I'm really, really happy that they brought this up during this conversation. Like, I have to say, I'm really happy about that. Because I think this should be repeated again and again and again and again. This is important.
It's only
Because the nation state propaganda, like, basically, it's in the interest of the nation states propaganda for people to believe that nation states were a thing always. Like, it's not a mistake, it's a feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature. History itself is often recontextualized as a thing that countries basically were leading to the creation of the nation states, when that is just not the case. Like, there's like
really
this
recently
natural quote unquote
we can talk about
evolution.
like biological categories of people
Right.
as having any of those qualities at all yet. But now we talk about them as like I don't know if you've read I think you've seen Sarah Ahmed's The Cultural Politics of Emotion, which is fantastic.
I don't think so.
Really good. One of the things she talks about is the way in which we only become typically aware of things at the point where they penetrate or violate something else. And that's sort of what forms I guess the imagined shape of a thing, or the perceived shape of the thing to which you belong. So it's only at the point where we start filtering people at the borders
Yeah.
that now all of a sudden we start to detect violations of the borders as violations of the people. So we've set up basically
Yeah.
like a skin. And now all of a sudden we are becoming aware of, oh, they're getting past the skin. Therefore, that's like an act of aggression on that which is inside. Like there's now like this perception that there's something about the integrity of this imagined thing.
Nation, yeah. Like the whole border control, etc. That was created to keep the integrity of the nation. And as a side effect, it's completely destroyed the way of life of the Roma people, for example. Like, which was, like, it's just a horrible
That is
thing,
being violated
right?
by people breaking through a point of contact that we have arbitrarily put up very recently.
This is a really, really good, like, wow. I am loving this part of this segment between President Saydey and Doe. Loving it, you know? They're hitting on so many important things.
I'm way too tired to talk about this at all, but like,
No,
Yeah.
no, I
You're
think
doing
it makes
fine.
sense, I think.
You're doing great.
You ever see the old Zizek joke about like the separation between the Balkans and Central Europe?
I can't remember.
It's like here, hold on, I'll just shoot it to you. It's like 60 seconds here.
The Balkans being the old Ottoman Empire, huh?
All right, let's see. Here, I'll just pop it on the screen. Boom. Here, I'll stop sharing that one. And I will share this one. Geographical limit. Here we go. All right, and let's make it bigger. I'm so tired I'm forgetting where my buttons are. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that. Oh god, this is old.
We can begin. Okay. Now, what you see here is, at least in summer or in the fall, one of the nicest views of Ljubljana. It looks like Paris, green leaves, etc. On both sides, nice old houses, nothing special. But you are wrong. This river here is the official geographical limit between Balkan and Middle Europa. So beware. On the other side, horror, Oriental despotism, women get beaten, get raped and like it. On this side, Europe, civilization, women get beaten and raped but don't like it. So, Balkan, Middle Europa, don't forget it.
How has that man looked the same age for like 50 years?
Also, like, wasn't there snow?
True. He's just got more gray.
My gosh.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm not gonna look the same age for 50 years if I don't sleep. So
Yeah, please get some rest.
Sleep is for the weak.
Thank you for coming on, Doe. Oh, sorry, what?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Please do.
Probably
Send me some stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome for coming on. Thank you for having me. This has been really great. Unfortunate topic, but it's important.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to be doing this basically whenever I come on stream, and I'm not talking to Aiko. I was supposed to only talk to Aiko on stream this week, but somebody sent me this, and it put stuff in a really good way, and I wanted to go over it. So thank you for joining me for that. I would literally not have been able to do it without you being here, so I appreciate you picking up some of the slack. You have a good night, Doe. You're welcome back anytime. It's a pleasure as always.
Thank you. Please get some rest.
I will try. Have a good night.
You too.
Night.
Bye. Oh, nope, that's not the button. There we go. Haha. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Take care.
Come on! Okay. How are we feeling about this? So, I love this segment. We have a choice now. We can play some Final Fantasy VI, or I can go to sleep. So, 1. FF6. 2. Lucy goes to bed. Choose my destiny. Choose my destiny, gigglers. And I will listen to you for once. But I need more than one person voting. I need more than one person voting. Okay? Come on! I always sleep. I'm lazy. Lazy bum. This is lazy as heck. This is the laziest duck. Come on. Tyler Jones. Okay. We need a tiebreaker. But just in case, I will turn the game on, okay? Final Fantasy VI. But Tyler voted Final Fantasy VI. So we need to play a bit. For Tyler. We will play a bit Final Fantasy for Tyler. Just for you, Tyler, we will play a bit of game. I see you, Giggler. Come on. Come on. Browser off. Load game. Let's go. We choose Edgar first. Da ba da da ba da da. Ba 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 ba. With the Emperor's troops in hot in pursuit, Badon, Edgar, and Terra right there at Pete's doors, Narshay, but it won't be easy. It won't be easy. We're gonna fight? You're gonna fight me? Frey. Will be super easy, actually. Barely an inconvenience. Why are you shocked by magic? It's 2:55. We'll play some game and then I go to sleep. Oh, Tyler, by the way, Tyler. Wait, Tyler. Tyler, you should consider becoming a Patreon. Tyler, are you a Patreon? Come on. Okay, let's go. Easy. Bye, Pray. Thank you, Giggler. Do you want the link to the Patreon? It's above. In the chat. Pray. Auto crossbow. More Patreons will allow me to not die. Let's go. Let's do this. I can now equip the gauntlet. Giga's glove, gauntlet. Woo! Overpower. You will be my knight in shining armor. Banan! Ooh, I cannot even change his equipment. Wait, what the? Oh! I guess that makes sense. What is here? Money! Die, bunny! I like the little spin you do when you win. Shake a chocobo. Yeah. Let's go. What a cute tent. Let's go, Gigglers. Narshay! Here we are. Wah! Come on! I'm here. You're the Imperial officer from before. Please, I can explain. Get out of here now or you'll regret it. Let's not get hasty here. I am King Edgar of Figaro. Liar. My goodness. Said Banan. And that, my friends, is why I can stand men. It's like they don't even have ears. Aren't you a man yourself? I'm sorry, it's all my fault. So what now? Ay, 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 ay. It's the Schule. What now? What do we do now? Maybe there's a secret passage here. In the Schule. Huh. I don't know what you're talking about, but I am giggling. I am giggling hardcore. Blah. Save point. Empty. Come on. Okay, what do we do now? Am I stuck? Am I actually stuck? What do I do now? Who? When Nock first rescued me, we came out of the mines right around here. He fiddled with something. Yes, he told me, twist this stone like so and... Oh. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Final Fantasy 6 or 6 as they call it. Ooh. I understand. You understand everything now. Let's go. Oh. Say. Huh? Oh. I feel brain dead. Come on. Drain. Okay, let's go. Okay. How did this go again? I feel so tired. You're here. You're here. You're here. Okay. Oh. I guess we did fine. Okay. Let's go. Ah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Item. Rune blade. Ooh. A sword that draws MP from its wielder to deal critical hits. It's okay. It's okay. As they say. Ooh. Cool sword. Overpowered that sword. Interesting. Very sword, strong sword. Hello. It's me, I'm back. Banan, King Edgar, oh, and Terra too. Arvis, how do things stand here in Archey? Same as always. The town's neutral. I've tried to convince them to side with the returners, but it's no use, eh? Of course, maybe with you and the king of Figure are here. How are the townspeople? Everyone's been a little on edgy since the Esper was discovered. We believe Terra may be able to help us get answers to our questions about the Esper. Well, the townspeople still have plenty of questions of their own. If we approach them in the right way, there's a good chance they agree to let us see it. The Esper is either going to save us or dig us an early grave. Okay. Now we go with what dire fate has befallen Sabine, who leaped from the raft after the fight with Ultros. Thank you, Grey DHD. Consider becoming a patron. Let's go. Oh, a small hat. Shadow! Hello, who are you? How did I run a mobile item shop of sorts in these parts? Everyone around here knows me. Yuruch, not from around here, are you? No matter. Need anything? Take a look. I'll buy a 10. Sure you can. Finida? See you around. Doggy! Don't go too close. He doesn't like strangers. Are you a traveler too? You don't happen to know how I could get to Narshe, do you? I got separated from my friends. The Emperor has set up camps just beyond the forest to the east. The Empire? What are they doing here? They seem to have their eyes on Domakasu. So Doma's next, huh? But I need to get to Narshe right away. The only road passes through Doma. I can take you there if you like. Just know that I may decide to leave you at any time. That is only a step behind me, said Shadow the Hedgehog. Kunai. Ooh, that's strong. You are not wearing nothing on your head. Ability? Stream? Come on. Let's see. I thought someone might have written to me, but it appears not. It appears now. Come on. Yeah. You the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages. Oh no, I'm not the clockmaker. There she is hanging up on the wall over there. Ain't broken, ticking for a year. Now, or was it 5 years? Shucks, maybe it's been 10, I don't remember. Where is the clock? I don't see. Youch! Oh, for pity's sake, can you call yourself a repairman causing trouble just like a kid? A kid? I don't have any kids. Ugh, why do you have to bring up kids? Makes me sick just thinking about it. I think it's time for you to leave now. Go on, get. Or I'll toss you to one to the veld too. I think it's old Chocobo's missing a few feathers. What's happening here? Oh well. Yeah, hedgehog. Let's go. Shadow! Throw. Shuriken! Shadow the Hedgehog! Yeah, Rudei! They are being Rudei. Okay, let's see a cutscene now. That's not a cute tent. There's supposed to be a cutscene with Shadow. No cutscene. Destroy you! Exactly, Tyler, you should. Uma pepere pepere pepepe uma pepere pepepe uma pepere. You should play more Final Fantasy. Come on. The dog is blocking attacks. Doggy! Destroyed! I destroy you! Pepere. Achievement! %55% of people got this achievement. Destroy you! Ta 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 ta. Come on. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh. Come on. Imperial camp. An Imperial camp. There are no full soldiers here. Did you hear? Oh, you mean, shh, keep your voice down. If Kafka hit catches us, we're toast. Or we're toast. They say Kafka's plotting to oust General Leo and take command of the army. Don't even joke about something like that. If that freak becomes our general, I'll quit. Shh, what if he hears you? You'll be locked up. Alright, alright. Oh, here he comes. Quick, back to your post. Hey, you! You keeping a sharp lookout, hmm? Yes, sir, Kafka, sir. What a pleasant surprise. How are you today, sir? Please spare me your petty small talk. Just do your job. And don't let me catch you slacking, or I'll make you regret being born. Like we're gonna listen to you, you pompous little... What's wrong with that guy anyway? It's like General Leo got all the good qualities a man could have, and Kafka got stuck with the leftovers. Shh, I just told you to keep it down. How many times are you gonna make me say it? You've gotta be more careful. General Leo may be a decent man, but Kafka, that guy's twisted. Tell me about it. You there! We're about to storm the castle. The two of you join the assault squad. Get moving. Wow. Kafka. Kafka is like portrayed as some funny character outside of Final Fantasy VI for some reason. And Kafka's not a goofy, funny character at all. It's hopeless, we can keep them for long. Kafka's not the Joker. So this is it. The path is not yet lost. A noble warrior of foreign land, a faithful retainer to his lord and master. He fears not even death. Xian. Boom. If we can but defeat their commander, they should break rank and withdraw. I shall meet him on the field of battle. Come on! I destroy my enemies. Sir Xian, please defeat their commander. I destroy you, commander. I am Xian, retainer to the king of Doma. Ready Thainak say. I destroy you. Bushido. Tiger. Sky. Destroyed! Ta 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 ta. Prepare ta 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 ta. Black Bell. Black Bell. The captain's been defeated. Retreat. Bye. Withdraw into the castle. We shall wait within its wall while our enemy grow tired without. I destroy you. Here we go. Of course, I'm a ducky. Ducks love horses. Ducks love horses. There are no bigger horse fans than ducks. Doggy? Doggy! Come on! Kamehameha! Come on! Doggy! What a muscular dog. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Overpowered doggy. Really? I never run out of energy, even against muscular doggies. I have to. It's my destiny. I have no choice. But yeah, I'm always full of energy. That's why, I deserve to be the biggest streamer in the universe. Come on. Also, as they say, I wanted to say something smart. But since my mind is running a blank, I will just say something not smart. Star pendant. Ooh, what's this? That I'm the biggest Polish trans streamer. Yeah. I give you quality content. Come on. Let's go. General said the Domans appear content to play a waiting game. So they're using their favorite strategy. General, we're ready to storm the castle as soon as you give the order. Patience, if we attack now, there will be too many unnecessary casualties. But General, I'm prepared to lay down my life for the Empire at any time. You're from Miranda, are you not? Huh? I mean, yes, sir, I am, but why do you ask, sir? You would have me go there and deliver the news of your passing to your family? What would I say when I handed them your sword? How could I even look at them? I think so, I believe. You're a human being before you're a soldier. Don't be so eager to throw away your life. Yeah, maybe we will even surpass 500. Emperor Gestal wouldn't want you to die for nothing. Yes, sir. General Leo, sir. A carrier pigeon arrived from Emperor Gestal. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return at once. Understood, sir. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Yes, sir. Listen to me. Don't rush things. That's all I ask. Sir, leave it to us, sir. Don't let me down. So that's General Leo. He may be an enemy, but he seems like a decent man. Once Leo's gone, I can turn this water into a flowing river of poison. Anyone who touches I'll be pushing up daisies. I'm afraid the Emperor has called me back home. Try not to cause any trouble in my absence. I'll take care of things faster than you ever would. Nothing dirty, Kefka. They may be our enemies, but they're still human beings. Try not to forget that. We needn't show mercy to those who side with the returners. Which is good because I never seem to have any of the stuff. Yes, you just go off and be a good little boy. Is the poison ready? But General Leo said, Leo's not here anymore. I'm in charge now, so fork it over. Some of our people are being held prisoner inside the castle. If any of them were to drink the water, who cares? They're the ones who were stupid enough to get caught by the enemy. True. True, Banu in space, although Lonerbox would debate you on it. Bringing it back. You're inhuman! Gah, pests at every turn. Guess I'll have to take care of you. Youch! Kefka, wait! Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Wait. Wait. Cass, Viewpoint, you don't give up, do you? Youch! Kefka, wait! Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Last boss, everybody. Gah, how long do you expect me to put up with this? Next time I won't hold back. Oh, gripe. This is getting tiresome. Hey, you, handle the rest. Kamehameha! It's true. Why is he like... Why is Kefka portrayed like such a goofy character in the games outside of Final Fantasy VI? I will never know. Like, Kefka is not supposed to be a goofy, funny character at all, you know? Hehe, nothing beats the sweet music of hundreds of voices screaming in unison. Wehehe. Circean. There's a great deal of activity in the Imperial camp. They may be preparing another assault. True. Does the water not look a bit odd? Circean! It must be poison. What low down, contemptible. We must warn the king. To the king with all haste. Yes, the throne room is just ahead. I know where the throne room is. I live here. Your Majesty, who's there? Cian, Your Excellency. Oh, Cian, my sight is failing. I cannot see your face. Excellency, please, you must be strong, Cian. You have defended this realm since the days of my father before me. I thank you for your service. Forgive me. I failed to protect our kingdom. No, Excellency, the fault lies not with you. I fear for your family. My chest burns with every breath. Speak not, my lord. Save your strength. Go to your family. Excellency. Circean. There may still be survivors in the castle. Let's speed up and search. Excellency. True. Come on! It's true, Giglets. Come on! Elaine! Do not leave me, Elaine! This is unpardonable. Owain! No. No! This is not possible. This cannot be happening. I will not forgive them. The Emperor must pay for this. I am Xian, returned to the King of Doma. Let me give you a hand. Oh, I don't need to help. Yeah, it would. War crime without understanding why it's a war crime. Kamehameha! Wow. Kamehameha. Who goes in the river? Kefka. It was Kefka. Doggy. Boink. I mean thy depth. Not at all. I'm Sabine from the Kingdom of Figaro. We should get out of here. But I must avenge my family and my countrymen. If we stick around any longer, we'll have to enter a regiment down our throats. There they are, this way. Oh boy, I have an idea, follow me. Sir Sabine, what manner of armored beasts might these be? I'll explain later, just climb in. Sir Sabine, how does one manipulate these abominations? Oh, the war getting to be quite a pain in the grate. Now I'm even starting to talk like you. Listen, see that lever? The one right by your hand? Push it down. Sir Sabine appears to be in... Ah yeah, come on. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Uh-oh. Yeah, you can. This is the game when you suplex a train. Ilimbi. Come on. Nice bee. Ta 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 ta. Uma 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 pa 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 uma uma. Ba 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 ba. Come on. It's time to say come on. Do you agree with me? Do you understand my feelings? Okay, let's get out of here, I guess. You really think you can get away? Yeah. Thunder bee. Ta 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 ta. Let's get out of here. Okay, I think we should be safe now. So how do I get to Narsha from here? Narsha? I believe the only road passes through the forest to the south, but... Alright. If we're going into the woods, I guess we won't be needing those hunks of scrap metal anymore. Let's get going. Tent. Will there be a cutscene? No cutscene. I was told to use the tents to have cutscenes with Shadow, but I don't have any. Yeah, same. But it's okay. Yeah, Nobuo Uematsu came back to remaster the music for the Pixar remasters, did you know? Even though technically speaking, Nobuo Uematsu is already retired. He came back to remaster the music for Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is music remastered by Nobuo Uematsu himself. Come on! These areas of limits. There were packages inside. I saw packages. Packages! Where are the packages? Where is the forest? Kitty! I'm killing stray cats! I can't breathe. Da, 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 da. Oh, I got here. Oh. What a beautiful game. Pow. Yeah, it's true. Uma, 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 papara, 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 uma, 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 papara, 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 papara. Tarara, 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 uma, uma, papara, tarara, tarara, tarara. You know what? You should consider becoming a Patreon if you're not already. I will give you the link to the Patreon, okay? So that you can consider becoming a Patreon, because even $1 is a lot to me. Come on! Boom. I put the link. Yeah. I am cheesy. Cheesy is great. I love cheese. Cheesy! Oh, they have? I think it's okay. We don't need to see Ceres being punched. I think it's okay. People love seeing women getting punched. We don't need that in my Final Fantasy VI. Recovery spring. Boom. True. Am I lost? In the sauce? The train. A train! A train! 4 of them had been destroyed in the fighting. There could be survivors. Let's look inside. Hey, looks like we can get in through here. See Sabine. We can't just wander around out here all day. We have to check inside. Sir Sabine. Don't worry, I'll only take a second. Sir Sabine. It's a train. What's with this place? We must leave at once. This is the Phantom train. It's moving. I am. I will suplex the train. We must get off this train at once. I'm gonna suplex you, you dirty train. I destroy you. Let's run. Wait, how do I? The door won't open. I fear we are too late. What did you say this train was? This is the Phantom train. It carries the souls of the departed to their final destination. Wait a second. You think this train's giving us one-way ride to the afterlife? Unless we find a way off, I'm afraid that is exactly where we will end up. Well, I'm afraid that's a trip I'm gonna have to pass on. If it won't let us off, then we'll stop it ourselves. Let's make for the engine. Destroyed. Look out. Come on. Doggy blocks. Come on. Okay. Oh. Wait, why is this train so long? My gosh. My gosh. What's in here? It's a bomb. I love Final Fantasy IV. Ooh, save point. Oh. What does that mean? It says that I have no aversion to machines. Or try to stay away from them as humanly possible, anything like that. So yeah, so you're afraid of machines. Ark, what gave it away? Afraid. I don't think I would like a remake of Final Fantasy VI in a realistic style. True. Okay, let's rest in the tent. Actually. Like, I don't think the realistic style would. 6 would lose so much. True, it was. Yeah, there's that as well. Also, Final Fantasy Remake, okay. Keep in mind, Final Fantasy Remake is not a remake, it's a sequel, okay? Final Fantasy VII Remake, quote-unquote, is a sequel in the Final Fantasy VII compilation. So, you know. Remake is just a subtitle, is just a title to the first part of the Final Fantasy VII trilogy. You know? The remake was referring to the plot, that I won't spoil in case some people haven't finished it yet, okay? But it's not a remake of the original Final Fantasy VII, it's a sequel to it. You know? Does that make sense? It's literally a sequel. Yeah, I will on stream. Like, Final Fantasy Remake is a sequel. It's not an actual remake, if that makes sense. And Square has already confirmed that as well, so it's not even a theory. It's not a hypothesis. This is Final Fantasy VI. Finida! Hello, Valhalla, Vidya. This is Final Fantasy VI. One of the better games. Welcome to the stream, Valhalla Vidya. Make yourself at home, and I hope you enjoy the game. Oh? Es muy bien. What is AU? What is AU? Alternative universe? Yeah. Aloneness is best. I will encourage every single one of you to become like a Patreon. But it's not exactly an alternative universe because they have already said that it's a part of the compilation. So it's like a sequel. You know? Yeah. My training! Come on, Sian. Wahoo! Bleh. No escapé. They couldn't still be. They just didn't let up. True, Valhalla Vidya. We'll have to detach the rest of the cars. Bye. That should be the end of that. But is it? How do I get in here? What are you? Shuriken. Oh. Yeah. It is on Steam. It's called Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. All for like Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are on Steam. It's true. Please believe me. Yeah, do it. Do it, come on. Also, consider becoming a patron. And subscribe and like. They are all on Steam. On stream. It's true. Uma, 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 uma. Well, you also have Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15 on Steam. You know? You've got basically all of them on Steam. Yeah. Yeah. Food, food, bring me everything you've got. Come on! Yeah, very good. Is this trans food truly safe to eat? What are you worried about? What Waldo will say, there's no stopping the gobble, snarf, slurp. Oh. I'm stuffed. We will play them all on stream. It's okay, Gigglers. We will play every single one. Bum, bum, bum. Hold it right there. I am Siegfried, the greatest swordsman of the world, and that treasure belongs to me. If I were you, you over-muscled moose, I'd grab Grandpa there and run away with you still can. Wow. Greatest win back is more like it. You're the one who had to beat a brave retreat. What? Brazen words for a man about to be spitted upon my blade like a plump and juicy pig. And guard. Who is this? Who are you? Who is this? True, Kingdom Hearts. Ain't enough yet? What happened here? All bark, no bite. No, it can be, but the last love belongs to me. Waha, the treasure is mine. Au revoir, my friends. What happened? What was in this treasure? Yeah, it is. I wonder what was in this treasure. Save point? Oh, that's just a tent. That's just a tent. Okay. Monsieur! I should play Kingdom Hearts on stream as well. I should play everything on stream. Uh-oh. And you should become a patron. The international version improved a lot. It actually created sort of a job system, you know? So that's good. You want to stop the train? So yeah. Pinida? Monster in a box. We will play 12 on stream. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, what? What? Hello, Serivane. I died. I died just as you came in. But you know what? As I died, you should consider becoming patrons. So this is the perfect opportunity for me to plug my Patreon. If you want to see me die more or something, then you know what to do. You know what to do, future patrons. They have? Really? How do you know? How do you know they made the game harder? I destroy you. Like so. Like this. Okay, woof. Hyper wrist. What does this do? Let's see, finida. Studded bracelet that radiates upper series power. Boosts the wearer's strength. Okay, let's give it to Sabi. Ooh! Okay! Now I'm indestructible. Now I'm really powerful. Okay, this will be easy. Come on! Sirivane! Welcome! is suplex the train. Oh no. Okay, let's go. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, can someone tell me what am I supposed to do here? I would imagine this version runs a lot faster than PS1 version. Maybe your timing is a lot off. If I get it on Doom Remaster. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Stop the train shuttle first and fill pressure valves. Then throw the switch located by the smokestack. Where is the smokestack? Where is the smokestack? What smokestack? Where's the smokestack? What? Oh. Oh. I didn't know you could get in here. There you go. So you're the ones who have been slowing me down. The train is alive. Wait. Oh my gosh. I want to suplex the train! What the hell? Well, we can try, but I want to suplex it first. I want to suplex it first. But I cannot! I don't remember the train actually giving you those status effects. We will try anyway. Oh no. I want to fix the train. What? It looks like they kept it after all. Moho was right. Okay, we're loading the game. I have to set. I did not suppress it, but you know. You never, Siri Vane, you never get experience from bosses in Final Fantasy VI. In Final Fantasy VI, bosses give you 0 experience. That's not a bug, that's a feature in Final Fantasy VI. No bosses give you experience. Yeah, the sunglasses. Yeah, I'm glad to be off that thing. The faster we leave the train behind, the better. Yeah, that's always been a thing. In the older versions as well, you never got experience from bosses in Final Fantasy VI. Is that Elaine? Oh, Wayne? Sian, was that your wife and son? The train is leaving? Please wait. Elaine, or Wayne? Yeah. My love. I can keep my mom safe. Maybe. Maybe they give a but I on the other. A phantom train. Okay, we will keep us safe so we can suplex the train. I haven't had any scenes with Shadow. Where am I? True. This must be Barren Falls. To the south of here lies the Veld. This is a wild and dangerous land, inhabited by all manner of ferocious beasts. But if we turn around and go back, the Empire will waiting for us. The village of Maupris lies on the eastern coast. If we can make it through the Veld, we can head there. I have served my purpose. Shadow. Thanks for your help. Let's team up again sometime. Bye. You had to wait. You had to wait in the old game. There was a charging thing. Let's go. Yeah. Star Ocean. El Niño. I see. You bastard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, I have to drink some cola. My gosh. Monster Hunter where? Classmate. With the new Bushido, you pick up and attack, then it charges up before you had to wait for the guards to reach the number you want, meaning you were waiting to in a menu while your friends got beat up. True. Yoshi P is in charge of 16, so it might be pretty good. You know? Naoki Yoshida. Tiger! What the heck? I have! I should play World on stream. Should I play Monster Hunter on stream? I cannot afford Monster Hunter Rise. But maybe if more of you became Patreons. Destroy! Ah. You should consider patronizing me. Who? Gahoo! SJW. SJW. A youth trapped in the monster hides, his eyes shine with a warm and gentle light. Gahoo! SJW. Who are you? Bye. Come on! Wow, the music is good. I like this music. You came down Barres Falls? Unbelievable. It's flowing even stronger than usually this year. No one's been able to get here lately. It's true that war has broken out. I got a letter saying that it had. Did you see the house of the far northern plains? That Norman has lost his marbles. They say he threw out his own kid, thinking he was some kind of monster. This region is known as the Veld. Monsters migrate here from all over the world, so it can be quite dangerous outside of town. You never know what you might run into. Carrier pigeons are our only link to the outside world. Who doesn't like Realm? Come on! We will explore the city and then we'll go to sleep. Okay, this looks like a syringe, not like a sword. But I already said that once. Kotetsu! Come on! Kotetsu. Okay. Welcome. Bouclair? Heavy shield? Iron helm? Kenpaki iron armor. Ninja. Oh, wait, iron helm, iron armor, heavy shield. Oh. Yeah, I will do my best. I'm not sure I remember what that means, but I will do my best. I think in Poland, skiing is popular. In Poland, volleyball is popular because the girl volleyball team is really strong in Poland. I think Ghost Mechanic is fun though. He runs away with monsters, you have to go find him again. And then he has a new skill. Like, the girl volleyball team is really strong in Poland. No, with Excalibur 2 we'll just wait for the clock to reset, okay? I know the cheat. I know the cheat code. You can wait for the code for the. If you leave the game on, the in-game clock will reset at some point and restart. There you go. I will reset the clock. Baseball is not really popular in Poland. Oh, a letter. There are even more imperial soldiers walking the streets of Maranda these days, but things are peaceful otherwise. The flowers in the garden will soon bloom and announce the arrival of spring. How are you holding up? Your condition worries me no end, so I wish that I could fly to your side and be with you. Please think about getting better and try not to push yourself too hard. Rest knowing that I spend every day thinking of you and I wishing I could see you, Lola. I like to ride your back, but I don't even have a strength to pick up a pen. Aww. Yeah, baseball is like a national sport in Japan. But for high schoolers. High school baseball is more popular than the professional one in Japan. You know? Everybody just wants to play at the Koshien. I don't know, but I will help them anyway. I will help them. Japan has a special stadium for baseball that's basically mainly for high schoolers, you know? And when high schoolers play at that stadium, the stadium is packed and there's TV. Like, high school baseball in Japan is like probably more hyped than professional baseball. You know? Okay, I need to get more money. Wow! Wait, do I have to reset it? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me I lost the plot. Wait, I cannot send it anymore? What? Or maybe maybe I already sent it? I think I've already sent it. Okay, that's okay. I threw some dried meat at herd of hungry animals last time I was out on the veldt. And would you believe it? Some kids scrambled out of the herd and ran off with it. Okay. I have to buy dried meat. American football? Why is it called American football? Why is it called football if you mainly play it by having the ball in your hands? Can you explain to me? You run with the ball in your hands and you call it football. I was 400 years when this came out. And this is why you should become a patron. Patron. Let me refresh. Oh, I give you dry meat. Oh, you're my friend now. What a peculiar child. I'm Sian and this is Sir Sabine. You Sabine, you Sian. Me want more food. Sorry, all gone. I have some more dried meat actually. You go get me more for me. You're a regular little munchkin, huh? And you're afraid of me. You want some of this? Me not want to hurt you. Stop looking at me like that. You pretty tough for a little guy. Wahaha. That's fun, you strong. You fall for it, fall for trick. Shut up. Oh dear, do simmer down, sirs. And thou, wild one, who might thou be? Thou? Thou? You angry? Sian, you angry me? Sian, you angry me? Sian, you angry me? Listen, his family was just... Me understand, me sorry. Go no mean person. Water under the bridge. Let us not dwell on such things. Sir Gau, I have a feeling we will get along quite well. Will thou join us? Oh, Gau will give you a present. Right. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna give us? Gau's treasure, shiny, 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 shiny. How shiny can this junk be? Mr. Doe like shiny thing? Mr. Doe's that one over there. A shiny thing, eh? Locke's gonna be jealous when he hears about this. Oh, Locke, he bad man? Maybe he tries to steal Gau's treasure. Yeah, like football, but you hold the ball in your hand. Here, shiny thing here. Where Sabine is more moblitz. Sian Stan River bring you. Gaustan Stango Mountain. Well, then she'll be off. We might as well see what this Crescent Mountain is. Come on! Sigh. I would really have to invite someone like them along. Ah! Gahoo! Mr. Doe, hurry up! We leave you behind. I told you before, my name is not Mr. Doe. Who are you? Here's how to build up Gao skills. During battle, choose Leap, a command that appears only when you are on the veldt. Keep fighting on the veldt and eventually Gao will reappear. When he reappears, he will learn the attacks of the monsters you were fighting when he leaps, as well as those you were fighting when he returned. Wow! Wow! Choose range to have Gao use any of the attacks he's learned. And now please continue your quest. Bye! Okay, it's 4:30. So I think we will go to sleep now. Thank you for coming, Gigglers. It's 4:30, so before I go to sleep, please consider becoming a Patreon as it helps me not die. Come on! Like this. And I will see you, okay? We have been streaming for quite a bit. So I will see you soon, okay? I hope all of you will become lovely, lovely Patreons. And I will see you. Because I need to go to sleep. Good night, Gigglers. Come on. Boom, boom. I press and stream. And I will see you. Good night, Gigglers.